Alright, let's get started with this reaction video in depth. What was that? Alright, well, let's just hope the static doesn't interrupt. Hey everyone, Brobuscus here, and welcome back to another Let's Watch of Death Battle. Today's episode, we got the winner of the 2D Champions Ballot, Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls versus Discord from My Little Pony. Now, before we get into it, of course, there should be a link in the description below. You can go watch the actual episode yourself. Go support the official release before watching some random guy on YouTube react to it, okay? Got it? Cool. Now, you may be wondering why this is here. I'm trying something new with the microphone placement. So let me know in the comments how you feel about it. If you don't like it, I'll move it back to where it was. I'm just trying to experiment a little bit. Let me know what you guys think I should do with that. I'm trying to make it sound at least a little bit more professional. I have thought about putting like foam panels on these walls. I still might, but I haven't yet. So anyways, yeah. So Bill Cipher versus Discord. Y'all voted for this one, so here we are. So how do I know these characters? Really, it's this matchup. I've obviously heard of both Gravity Falls and My Little Pony, but Bill Cipher and Discord are characters I am not super crazy familiar with, because I haven't seen either show. I may have promised to watch Gravity Falls before this episode came out, and I may or may not have broken that promise, and I apologize for that. But things just kind of caught up to me, you know. I say that. It's mostly just work and video stuff. By the way, thanks for 1,000 subscribers. Let's keep that train going. Why don't we? Please subscribe. I make it sound like I'm super desperate for subscribers. Anyways, so yeah, I unfortunately don't really have a lot to say on either character, either franchise. I will watch Gravity Falls at some point. At this point, I don't know when that will be, but I will do it. And I don't know, maybe this episode will convince me to watch My Little Pony. Maybe. That's the key word there. There's a big key word there, and it's maybe. Because at the moment, I have not seen My Little Pony. I have no intentions to ever see My Little Pony. I honestly think with how long I've been I've had this like distaste towards it. I honestly don't know if I'm just too far gone to enjoy it. Like I have a feeling that if I start watching it now, I'm just gonna go into it hating it. So that's kind of why I've been put off. Yeah. Really, the big thing about this matchup is that it was on the Champions Ballot last year, and y'all voted for this one. It won, and now here it is. Cole versus Alex is coming eventually. At some point this season. Of that, we have been assured. But I don't really know where I'm going with this anymore. I have basically nothing to say about these characters. I don't have any strong opinion on them one way or the other. I mean, if you asked me who I would rather see win, I guess Bill Cipher. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's because like I will watch Gravity Falls at one point, and like I have plans to watch Gravity Falls, and I don't for My Little Pony. Maybe that's it. I don't know, and I don't really care. At the end of the day, all that really matters is who I think is going to win, and I couldn't tell you. Really? Okay, so I'm just gonna be upfront. I am putting my vote in on Discord, And the only reason why is because a really good friend of mine assures me that he wins. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you what the actual debate here is. I know they're both like crazy reality warpers. I know they can both do basically whatever the hell they want. I couldn't tell you what the advantages and disadvantages in this battle are. I guess it just kind of depends on what you buy for both characters. But my good friend Ray, Meatloaf Man, if you watched our podcast on this episode, he is pretty confident in going for Discord. Or at least he was. He's probably this episode's been out for over an hour, so I imagine he's already watched the episode. And if he was wrong, then whoops. But yeah, I'm gonna do what I didn't do for the Raptor for Stitch versus Rocket and actually put my faith in him. I hope he doesn't steer me wrong. I'm just messing with you, Ray. If you're watching this. But yeah, I really don't have anything to say about this one. I guess just in general, I think I'd rather see Bill win, but I am more inclined to believe that Discord's going to pull this off, and I really couldn't care if both of those end up not being true. So I think we should stop wasting time and get right into this match. Let's do it.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by DraftKings and BetterHelp.
DraftKings?
Bill Cipher, the
Oh, Lord.
terror from Gravity Falls.
Discord, the devilish Draconicus from My Little Pony.
The mighty, the righteous, the profound, and the profane. We have featured all manner of warrior on Death Battle before.
But none as silly as these two apocalyptic goofballs. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
Editing
it's our job to
already is
analyze their
going
weapons,
nuts.
Armor, and skills to find out who would win a Death Battle. Deep
do it.
within the forests of Central Oregon rests the rustic lumber
Spoiler
town
warning.
of
Good to
Gravity
know.
Falls.
Oh, hey, there's Old Man McGucket. And would you look at that, Mayor Befumplefumter. And who could forget that little polished turd? Get
in the jar.
But despite its looks, Gravity Falls is less Mayberry and more Twin Peaks. I've been studying what I call the unified theory of weirdness.
Why is Tai
Much
Lung
like
here?
Gravity, weirdness
I've seen the
acts as a
preview and I
force,
never noticed
warping
that.
space and attracting bizarre phenomena to certain areas.
Like the Bermuda Triangle or Denny's at 3 a.m.
Hey, DJ.
And Gravity Falls is one of those places. In fact, it's the largest weirdness magnet in the entire world.
Rainbow vomiting gnomes, the fearsome multi-bear, the dilapidated mystery shack, and most terrifying of all, a trillion-year-old alien spoken of only in whispers, the foulest creature to ever blaspheme upon this beautiful land, Bill Cipher. No, actually doesn't look so bad. Hey, like his
Oh
little
boy.
Don't be fooled by Bill's goofy demeanor. Underneath the deadpan one-liners lies the cold black heart of a genocidal madman.
This
After obliterating his home dimension and killing everyone in it, Bill was on the run from the interdimensional authority, so he settled in the chaotic nightmare realm, turning it into his own personal kingdom.
But he quickly set his sights on an even bigger prize. Our own universe. Unable to break through the dimensional barriers on his own, he spent millennia trying to trick poor, unsuspecting humans to open the front door.
And if
Hey,
Bill escapes,
I needed
all
that
of
door.
reality is screwed.
He is a being made of pure energy, able to craft a physical body out of nothing and then change that shape to grow to planetary scales. He can regenerate any part of himself, including his own spirit.
Bill can move objects with his mind,
Anything
duplicate
that will make
himself,
you
and see
uncomfortable.
into the future. He can bring inanimate objects
fun.
to life, shoot lasers and fire, and control your dreams like Freddy Krueger.
But Bill isn't just some magician. He can warp reality as much as he pleases.
He controls space, matter, gravity, time, and can even mess with the fourth wall.
Though he's most known for his control over souls. He can see and
Right.
interact with normally invisible spirits, blow holes through them, and even eradicate them from existence. And should an unwitting pawn make a deal with
Damn
the
it,
dream
DJ.
he can possess their bodies. Which would have been good to know when I started talking to him.
I'm sorry, what?
Finally! I've been watching you two boobs for a while. The pyramids, the dollar bill, anything made in my image, I can see through. I see everything!
Oh, Lord.
Yay, new co-host!
Oh, why does my jaw hurt?
Well, it wasn't long before Bill came
Okay.
upon Gravity Falls.
I didn't know
and
that
the
there was a
Pines
Bill
family,
Cipher thing in
namely
Guts
the brilliant
Dimitri.
scientist Stanford Pines, who spent decades traveling.
Should
the
I have known about
multiverse to
that?
find
Was
a
that
way to
obvious or
defeat
nah?
Bill for good, after almost accidentally unleashing him in the first place.
Turns out it would be his niece and nephew, twins Mabel and Dipper Pines, who would end up being Bill's greatest enemies. Hard to believe, perhaps.
Yeah.
Especially when Bill finally managed to, his way through the walls of our cosmos and enter Gravity Falls, reaching his full power and kicking off. Weird Hey, that's my line! We've got hench maniacs on the loose, madness bubbles flying every which way, making things go all kinds of crazy, and a weirdness wave threatening to warp all of reality.
And not just our universe. Without that nightmare
Totally
realm
directed this
holding
very
him
episode.
back,
Hey,
given
that's
enough
actually
time,
I mean,
Bill's power threatens
Billy
the
Burston
multiverse.
directed this episode, so
And
there you
given his
go.
control over time and space, Bill can move as fast as he damn well pleases, especially when his mind can view an infinite kaleidoscope of possibilities all at once. As Bill says himself, he exists in a state of quantum uncertainty. With help.
Right. Similar to Erwin Schrödinger's hypothetical cat, Bill exists in two possible states at once, perpetually unresolved. Everything he is also not.
Though he has one great weakness: unicorn hair. Yes, actually, what are the odds?
Similar
What?
to garlic or silver, unicorn hair serves as a key ingredient to barriers that can block otherworldly beings like Bill, which can also drain them of their power. While unicorn hair barriers did prevent Bill from breaking into the Shacktron, they failed to nullify his magic.
His actual greatest weakness is
Okay.
his unbelievable ego.
His complete and utter disdain for humanity ultimately proved to be the opening the Pines needed.
Tricked into entering the mind of Ford's scumbag brother Stanley just as it was being erased, Bill invoked the almighty axolotl in a desperate bid to survive.
Bill's prayers were answered, but in a way he never expected. He would be reincarnated in another form and another time.
Where exactly? No one knows, but we can only hope that this equilateral enemy of all that's holy and decent is never coming back.
Alright, Discord.
Once upon a time, Equestria was under attack, plagued by the rampaging spirit of disharmony, whose only goal was to spread chaos and unhappiness throughout the land.
Until the twin princesses of the sun and moon, Celestia and Luna, used the all-powerful elements of harmony to turn him to stone. Kicking the can down the road, I see. Lots of luck.
Yes, because
Whoops.
as with seemingly all magical prisons, it didn't last forever. Eventually,
When does it ever?
This being of madness and destruction broke free, and Discord had returned.
Now I know what you're thinking. Dear Lord, what in good God's name is that thing?
Discord is a Draconicus, or dragon horse, and also deer, goat, snake, lion, eagle, lizard, and a bat.
All part of a complete balance.
Allegedly lost a drinking contest to Sideways from Transformers.
He doesn't seem so bad. Kind of
Someone
annoying,
put context
kind
in
of
the- in the-
lovable,
in the comments,
Bon
please.
Capitan kind of way.
There's certainly some truth in that. While initially one of our pony's most potent foes, Discord is not inherently evil, just chaotic.
A big jolly jerk that sets fire to things that can't burn, just like me.
It's not like you to find a lot of common ground with My Little Pony. I mean, you're usually like, the only good pony is the horse meat my sandwich.
That's disgusting, Wiz. Horse meat goes in burritos. But really, having a daughter changes a man. It softens your cold, hard edges. Kinda like with Discord, who became best buddies with the pony Fluttershy. And
So there's
guest
no,
pals
like,
with everyone else
ew
by default.
ponies in
Fluttershy's
this
best
episode.
pony.
Discord is chaos incarnate and is empowered by causing as much pandemonium as possible. Likewise, if he betrays his true nature, it can cause his soul to weaken and possibly cause him to fade away entirely.
Not a problem when his powers allow him to
Crazy
mix
how that
stuff up
works.
as much as he likes. He's a full-on
He literally
reality
has to
warper
cause
and
chaos or
plays
else he'll
with the
no longer
laws of
exist.
physics like they were silly putty.
Discord can manipulate space by teleporting,
least he has fun with
reshaping
it.
his body and transmuting matter. He can mess with your mind and erase your memories. He can control time and travel through it. He can even remove
Basically anything you can think of,
mathematical
anything he can
dimensions,
think of,
turning
too.
objects 2D.
He also has instant access to powerful items such as Grogar's Bewitching Bell, which can drain foes of their magic power and transfer it to others.
Phasing,
Bell.
clones, possession, invisibility, the list goes on. He can
Bill's
move
got
the
resistance
sun
to
and
that,
moon
apparently.
and rip apart the fabric of reality. And if his physical body is destroyed, he can keep going as a spirit.
Honestly, it'd be quicker to list off all the things Discord can't do, starting with, the end.
He can
Yep.
do anything he can think of, even obliterate the fourth wall. He's turned the page of the
Here we
comic
go.
on, talked directly to the reader, referenced everything from Bob Ross to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and even changed the very genre of the story he's in.
Oh, my boomstick sense is tingling. I've matured enough to appreciate the cupcakes and rainbows whiz, but there's no amount of character development that will ever make me ready for another Deadpool. Ah, damn it.
Oh, please. Any similarity is down to your line producer refusing to greenlight complex animation. I should be just as insulted by your attempt to force me into dreary fisticuffs. But when it comes to my geometric rival,
No
I'm not
way.
about to be upstaged.
Well, I find it fascinating that you seem to draw energy from disharmony. I'd love to study how it played a part in freeing you from internal imprisonment and even in resubstantiating your very essence.
Well, if all you want is to experience substantiation.
What the?
Uh-oh.
Ah! No! No!
All right. That's clever. I like that.
Well, I'm never recovering from that emotionally.
I don't think anybody could.
Oh, look! Blissful ignorance at the bottom of this can.
With Discord's powers, Pinkie Pie could have turned the entire universe into icing. What that meant for the laws of physics is anyone's guess.
He's basically at the top of the pony power hierarchy, even compared to the alternate reality.
I'll have to go
threat
back and
Pony
read what all that
Shadows,
said.
Who could overrun all existence in the multiverse given enough time, or his ex-partner Cosmos, literally malice incarnate with identical powers, whom he sealed away in the stars.
Discord once flew from the Horsehead Nebula to Equestria, and kept accelerating so much he went backwards in time.
Now it's just him trying to make it to tea time with his bestie.
But Discord's power may be his greatest weakness. Since almost nothing can threaten him, his carefree attitude can leave him vulnerable to being caught off guard. Like when Tirek, the magic-devouring demon centaur, tricked Discord and stole his powers.
Even still, Discord has shed his villainous past and been made an honorary hero, happy to help out his pony pals from time to time. Or occasionally make things worse.
That's what you get when you're best friends with the spirit of chaos incarnate. I would know.
Oh, buddy,
Yeah.
get over here.
Yeah, that's... no, not the noogie. All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Pause. I'm torn. Okay, so you wanna know what the problem is now? Is because I feel like I talked over like a lot of the really important stuff because I don't really feel like I got much as far as like an idea as to who's going to win this fight from the analysis. Usually with like with the analyses, I like to you know, obviously like we're trying to like process all the information and like come to our own conclusion, and I think and a lot of the times the analyses, even if we're wrong, they help us out. Like they give us an idea, and sometimes sometimes the idea is they're throwing us off. That's happened before, but like they've at times sometimes apologies for the stutter, by the way. Sometimes it feels like analyses are structured to give us the wrong impression, I guess. Like they're like kind of like throwing us off. Like they make it seem like, oh, this is like a super obvious stomp for one character, and then the other character ends up winning in a super close fight or whatever. I couldn't name any examples off the top of my head, but sometimes it feels like that's what they try to do, and I don't have a problem with it. I think it's, in fact, at times I think it's kind of funny. But for this one, I'm like, I didn't get a lot from this. The only thing I got was that Discord has the ability to shut off, to like steal magic, but Bill has resisted similar effects from that. Bill is like similar to like Schrodinger's cat, so he's like everywhere, all at the same time, everywhere and nowhere, basically. That sounds like it's better than what Discord had with being able to fly so fast that he like time traveled, basically. But as far as like raw power is concerned, I didn't get a lot. They're both like crazy reality warpers. Both can do basically whatever. I know there was some mention of like the multiverse for Discord. I don't recall anything like that for Bill, but I more than most likely talked over it. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? Just off the information I did get, I think I'm gonna go with Bill. The resisting magic stealing, the speed thing, the Schrodinger's cat comparison. I could be reading way too far into this. I didn't really get much of an idea of who's going to win before jumping into this episode. And that hasn't changed with the analyses now out of the way. So, because A, it seemed like Bill was more impressive, and B, I want to be kind of contrary to what I said before I started watching this episode. I'm going to go with Bill. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I really don't care. I am perfectly content with either of these two winning. I'm more so just interested in finding out just how crazy this fight's going to get, who is actually going to win, and what the next time is. That's really all I'm here for. So let's just jump right in.
Boy, pasting all this bootleg merchandise together sure took a lot of glue.
I did see the preview.
Good thing your friends make their own.
I'm looking forward to what's coming next.
Friends of a friend. But there's an idea.
Dear Princess Celestia, today Bill Cipher learned an important lesson about friendship.
Gag! Ow, my eye!
This music is kind of a bop, I'm not gonna lie. Attack him with food!
Enjoy your just desserts!
Your punmanship is not allowed in this household, Discord. Also, the preview's over. Forgot to mention that.
What are you doing, man? Come on!
That.
A tad Euclidean for my taste.
That was a good animation. It looked very similar to it. Oh, hey! Was that Bendy? I saw that. Wow. They actually did do sock puppets. We were joking about that on the podcast. I didn't think they'd actually do it. Okay.
Tell Jean-Luc his show is worse than Code of Honor!
You are not qualified to work with a fourth wall.
Bruh.
This stalemate is getting dull. How about a different game?
Sure, I love checkers. Go fish! You're messing with my mind? Oh, this is my shtick, you hack!
We may be evenly matched, Bill, but I've seen your show, my two-dimensional nuisance. And I know how you die.
Oh, You think we're equals? That you're safe in here, you low-effort clown? I'm an all-seeing God!
I honestly have no idea what's going on anymore.
Well, it was worth a try. But still, I'm surprised you don't recognize your old home.
No. No! No. No! No, 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 no!
Oh, Bill.
No big deal. I've done this once already. Wanna make a deal? KO!
Hey, that's my line! Public service announcement.
So-
if a yellow triangle in a top
So
hat offers
Bill
you a
won,
Faustian
but
bargain, please do
Bill
not
won the fight,
accept.
but
You
Discord
might be angry
basically
at
won
us.
the-
This fight was almost dead even. They
I
can
don't
both
know, I
manipulate
don't know.
space and time to such a degree that speed is essentially meaningless, and both at their peak could control their universes, possibly even the multiverse.
Sure, Discord could
Okay.
potentially drain Bill's energy with the bewitching bell, but remember the Shacktron?
While the unicorn hair barrier stopped Bill from entering, its magic nullifying aura was not effective on him. If he wasn't drained of his power by extensive contact with that, it's unlikely the bell would do the same.
So with two characters who can do basically anything, how would they even kill each other?
Both can restore their bodies from nothing, but only Bill has been shown regenerating damage to his spirit. Likewise, even in a weakened state, Bill has been able to manipulate and damage spirits himself, which is extremely useful considering we know fully erasing Discord will kill him.
I
While
see.
Discord's trickery may frustrate Bill for a while, his ability to see an infinite kaleidoscope and literally tell the future would let him cut through the tricks and vaporize him, body and soul.
Now, it is worth remembering that Bill has been defeated before, when he was trapped in a mind that was being erased.
And Discord had all the tools to replicate something like that.
However, that scenario relied on Bill's tunnel vision on invading Ford Pine's mind specifically, as well as his myopic underestimation of us lowly humans. Against other cosmic beings like Time Baby, he went for the kill immediately.
For the
True.
record, Discord has been tricked in the past too. They both had their fair share of embarrassing moments, and they're both smarter than their mistakes at their best. The real difference is that Discord is consistently more carefree in his approach. He's used to being superior to those around him, and has been shown not to take threats seriously until it's too late.
Like with Tirek, another crafty, manipulative schemer kind of like Bill.
With his trillion years of reality-destroying malevolence, Bill was able to take advantage of
I thought about the
Discord's carefree
experience.
attitude and get the opportunity to land a killing blow first.
Discord was incredibly powerful, unpredictable, and fearsomely persistent, but Bill's powers and ruthless instinct gave him the edge he needed.
Discord could try every angle, but Bill just had his eye on the prize.
Let me out or I'll eat your dreams!
The winner is Bill Cipher.
Ja, look out, America has this everybody in the live.
Thanks for watching, and hey, are you a Death
Okay.
Battle member? We've got a ballot going on right now where members get to choose a matchup for the next season. So click that
All right.
join button and jump into our
What's
champions
next?
Discord.
Oh, no way. I said this one was coming up eventually. You gotta love how that works. So they are back to back. Alright, Cole versus Alex is next. Well, we go from one matchup that I didn't really know who was going to win going into it versus one that I would be very surprised if a certain character ends up winning. I don't see how Cole is losing that. I'm just gonna be upfront with you. I have no idea how Cole is losing that. So, but still, that's gonna be. I'm super excited for that. That's gonna be so cool. I voted for that one. Like I did not vote for Billcord, but I did vote for this match. So I'm super excited for that to come out. I don't really have anything to say on the matter. I'm glad that one's up. I wasn't really expecting it to come up like immediately after Bill vs. Discord, but here we are. Yeah. So that'll be fun. After all the other 3D fights we've been getting this year, like the 3D fights this season have been like have straight up killed it. Like they're amazing. There's all the 3D episodes this season have been amazing. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. That'll be fun. As for this episode, I'll admit I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought I would. There were times when I was just like super lost as to what was happening. So I imagine Bill won the episode, but it seems like the overall like conflict, I guess. It seems like Discord ended up winning it. So really, both of them got their wins and losses. Got their win and their loss in this episode. I can respect that. It was a crazy fight. I mean, I was wrong in my initial judgment, so that's an oof, but still, I mean, the character I said I would rather see win did end up winning, so there you go. I just hope that, oh, real quick, I almost forgot. I need to see who the voice actors are. That's Paul Gouillet again? Huh. As Discord? Ha, okay. Bill was John Patinode? Hold up. Anyway, yeah, cool fight. A lot of the references were pretty cool as well. This is definitely an episode I'm gonna have to watch a lot to get all the references. But yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna be upfront. You know, for someone, I was super uneasy about this episode when it was announced as the winner for the 2D ballot. But I'll admit I'm impressed. That was a good episode. And I'm fully able to admit that I enjoyed this one. This is low-hanging fruit, but it's easily the best My Little Pony episode of the season. I just hope that people will be respectful about the winner and about the treatment of both franchises, more specifically My Little Pony because it's been in 3 other episodes. And who knows, maybe if people will be respectful about it, maybe if the episode does really well and people aren't, douchebags, then maybe I will be more open to future My Little Pony episodes. I know my buddy Richard's been asking for Rainbow Dash versus Sonic, and while I'm pretty sure that one would end with Sonic taking the L, which isn't exactly on my which isn't exactly on my list of favorite things ever. I guess it just depends on how well this episode does and how well people behave themselves for me to be more open towards bringing My Little Pony back in the future. But as it stands, if this is MLP's swan song, then yeah, I enjoyed it. But I am definitely looking forward to Cole vs. Alex. So with that, I think that's all I really have to say. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.